Hey, I'm Joe Cornejo.
I'm Black Hyphy.
Hey, you may not know, but now you do. We are the Yadda Yadda Podcast. Yeah. Boop. That's right. Best damn podcast in the world. Up top. God damn, that was a
Fuck
great
you,
high
Joe
five.
Budden.
Fuck you, bitch.
Bitch.
Nah,
Don't send them peoples after us.
them peoples. You know what I'm saying? Hey, from one Joe to another, we all we got, brother.
It's the Joe to Joe connection.
You know what's better than one Joe?
2.
Yeah.
Put your yada yada over the best part.
Bitch, and welcome to 2024. It is the first episode of the new year of the world's most dangerous podcast, the Yadda Yadda Podcast. It's the kid Joe Cornell.
My name is Alex.
That's right.
I'm still working on the intro. I don't have a. It's the kid.
Alex Hyphy?
Yeah, that works.
Formerly known as
like how
Hyphy.
you said we was dangerous though. The most dangerous in the fuck with us,
Right?
but please don't. You don't want that.
Nobody wants those problems. Specifically, you.
I've seen Joe angry. So scary.
It's not a great sight for nobody.
Horrifying.
He turns red.
You know, but hey, we not mad today. We happy. We glad. Bitch, it's the first podcast of the new year. We in the building, man. It's the kid Joe Cornell, our man Alex. And of course, who we got behind the camera?
It's Nelson.
Nelson! We're going to get a bomb and a round of applause one time for Nelson. Man, we are all here. We in the building. Gentlemen, it's a big day for Kansas City. The Chiefs are going to play today. How we feeling?
I feel good.
We're taking on the Bills.
It's a road game.
Road game. We're in Buffalo.
Yeah. You know, but we played in fucking sub-zero temperatures and whooped ass.
Yeah.
And, you know, Josh Allen going to show up. It's going to be a tough game.
Is he, though?
But
Which Josh Allen's going to show up today?
I guess we'll see at 5:30. But we can't sleep on the Bills. You know, you got to respect it.
Yeah.
Can't walk in there and think it's going to be a breeze.
Yeah. Ain't no Drew Brees there.
Benny the Butcher is probably put a hit out on Mahomes or something.
Hey, it's real question is Taylor Swift going to tap in with Benny the Butcher when she lands in Buffalo?
Got to.
Of course.
You know, pay
She
your
got to.
respects.
Check in.
You know what I'm saying?
Got
Pay your
to.
respects.
Hey, look.
She ain't pretty.
T Swizzle, we got to respect Benny and them. That's all.
That's just how it goes.
You got to just
There's
respect.
a bigger
Gotta
culture.
check in as Buffalo.
There's a bigger cultural play here than you may understand.
Go say what's up to Gunn. Go say what's up to
Pay
Benny.
homage.
It'll be good.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody will be happy. Connections. That's all we trying to build. Connections. That's all.
I'll say this about the game. I'm ready to be the villain, nigga.
The villain for who?
Football, nigga. I'm ready to be the villain, nigga. I'm ready to take these niggas' candy. How many times we took their candy?
So much.
I'm ready to take it again, nigga, in their hometown. All this disrespect last year talking about Burrowhead. That nigga's still in the ICU.
Hey.
Fuck Josh Allen. Fuck Buffalo. I fuck with Benny and all them. Don't come after me.
I like how we drew the line at Griselda.
Yeah.
We, I mean, it's a music podcast.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We know boundaries and respect.
Fuck New York. No, just
We love you, Joe Budden.
All right, yeah, we love you, Joe
I
Budden.
think it's New Jersey, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's a little different. That's a little dirtier.
Yeah.
That's a little nastier.
Are we judging New Jersey?
Definitely.
I've never even been.
It's the mistake by the lake, but only in New York.
Have you seen that video where the New Jersey niggas, it was like a whole group of them, and they said, Chief Keef, you not good over here, homie. Your music don't sell here no more. You not good in my city. Because we're going to blow New Jersey up. Yeah.
Bro, I've never heard a rapper threaten to blow up a whole city until Finito. That was great.
Whole fucking state, bro.
It was hyperbole. It was hyperbole. He was talking about the niggas he was beefing with in New Jersey.
Yeah, but you know, he just said since y'all all
But
from
they took
there-
it personally.
Yeah. Blow New Jersey up.
That's when niggas.
That's a
you just
Batman
gotta,
threat.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Niggas a Joker, man.
Name 3 good things that came from New Jersey.
All right, I got you. Sopranos. I see.
Sopranos,
Sion knows. We'll drop a bomb for that one.
Yeah.
Sopranos. Let's see. The New Jersey Nets. Shout out Jason.
River
Lee.
said Lauryn
bro,
Hill.
what the fuck?
Lauryn
This
Hill.
nigga said the Nets.
Hey, the
What?
Nets don't really count.
The New Jersey Nets.
nigga said
we're
the
not,
Nets.
We're not talking Brooklyn. We're talking New Jersey.
Is-
Dr. J.
Is J Kidd from New Jersey?
No.
Then that don't count.
I just realized he was black like maybe 3 years ago.
For real?
Jason Kidd is black. Yes.
Yeah.
Have you seen his dad?
Wait, no, I'm saying for real that you're just now
Oh,
realizing.
okay. No, for real.
No.
Hey, I got a theory about that though. I don't want to say it on mic.
Yeah, let's-
but,
Yeah.
Let's talk
Say-
about it later.
Yeah.
Black people can make white people. White people can never make black people. That's why we're better. That's what I'll say.
Message.
Topic. Yeah, what do you have to say about that?
I feel like that's just like a part I'm excluded from. Like
Okay.
I don't know how to speak on that.
No, but black people can make white people. But they can't go backward. They can't.
So what's Patrick Mahomes doing?
Holding it down.
He's here.
See how it changed up when we mentioned his quarterback. All right, I see how you get down.
His quarterback. This nigga's from Kansas City.
That's
Listen to
your
how
quarterback.
Listen to how this man talks.
I don't watch football, so I
Hey,
can't
y'all.
claim.
When we was watching I watched the Houston's game, the Houston versus
Texans?
Chiefs game with Joe, and I never seen him change so fast. I never
nigga a
seen you
chameleon.
change into a Chief fan so fast.
When?
You sat there and you hated on them Chiefs the whole game,
I mean,
and
like
then they did the impossible,
That
and
was
you was
that-
astonished,
that was that game.
and you was proud to be from Kansas City.
Hey, they did that thing.
Look, he got this blue on.
What? It's a swan shirt.
It's a Swan shirt. Hey, shout out Swan. But it's blue, and it's Sunday, bro. And we
This
play the
nigga's
Bills,
so
and they blue.
motherfucking disrespectful, bro.
Listen,
I'm
dog,
not even
I don't know
having it,
nobody
like-
on the Chiefs personally, so I don't claim that team like they're mine. Like I don't own a proportion. I don't get make money off the Chiefs. I don't really benefit from them in any way
This
other
nigga
than
a
y'all
hater.
being happy. So like that's what it is.
You know, we
Huh?
made money off.
See, you tell somebody you don't watch the Chiefs. Oh, you
Yeah,
hate
tell
Kansas
me.
City? Like you can't just not watch football?
Shut up.
Hey.
Joe.
See, you want I mean?
Shut the fuck up.
What are we doing
not having
here?
that
well, you
shit.
cheat. Well, I swear you football fans are crazy.
He still look. Now he not a football fan.
I'm not. I don't watch any football.
What
I've
y'all
not
what y'all
watched-
do for the game?
I enjoy my Sunday.
This nigga.
I don't stress out. I don't play parlays. I don't watch football games.
Fuck parlays.
Hey, look,
bro.
don't.
I don't gamble. I don't do none
Parlays
of that.
is kinda wild.
I don't do nothing involving
Bro,
football. on
my
Sundays.
fucking friends, they be gambling, right? Doing the whole sports betting. But these niggas, they're clearly addicted, bro. These niggas be betting 4 to win 8. It's like, nigga, if you need $8, like, I can give you $8. You don't have to put your money on the line, right? I can get it to you right now.
You want me to cash up to you?
I can give you cash. I can give you a 10 right now. Why the fuck are you
Gambling
low-risk
$4
bets.
to make 8. They about to
Horrible.
legalize it in Missouri too.
They
Actually, the Royals and the Chiefs are advocating for it.
Of course they are.
Yeah, because
It helps with ratings.
no, it just helps with making more money for the Chiefs and the Royals,
Yeah.
But that's ratings.
and then also, ratings, gambling addictions, degeneracy. It's all
right.
all a play.
I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to make football about degenerates and spin this narrative.
Hey, listen, dog.
So how's your 2024?
I'm not gonna be jumping through
How
a
is
table
your
today.
2024 going, Joe?
My 2024 is actually phenomenal. I feel unstoppable. I feel powerful. I really put that shit on every day this year.
Ooh.
This is great. I'm just happy about the new year so far. I've loved everything we do. We just dropped production with a Sean. Yadda Yadda presents a Sean. Bomb one time for that. You know what I'm saying? First production of the year, first podcast. It's been a good week.
Ooh.
It's been a real good week, man. So I feel really good. I feel really great. How about you?
Feel good, man. Doing well. It's been cold as fuck. The
Yeah,
past
that's the
2 weeks.
only.
But it ain't really that much snow on the ground, so I'm like
It's manageable.
grateful for a hot car.
Yeah.
Grateful for this nice ass QT
That only May Mob made for May Mob.
Pioneers jacket. No, very exclusive.
Only May Mob workers and pioneers got that jacket.
Yeah.
You can't buy that.
Only 50 of them.
That's actually-
if y'all want one, y'all gotta
Members
press
only.
QT, because we could make some more, but hit the QT people's about it.
Members only.
That's been my favorite part about coming to May Mob the last couple times, just seeing you guys all wear exclusive shit that only you guys have.
Hey, shout out the guys, Shout out Jesse. Jesse be getting all the fucking samples in the world. It's kind of crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Miles Ezra.
Y'all been putting that shit on,
Changing
man.
the space. Them my young boys
Mhm.
running the
The
shop,
youngins.
Yeah. Good people. Very talented individuals.
Yeah.
Ezra got the shot for us.
He did. Ezra
yeah.
took the picture for Ashan's cover art.
Hey, man,
Yadda
drop a
Yadda
bomb for
presents.
Ezra.
One time for Ezra, the menace. He didn't take any other pictures outside of that one.
Just that one.
Just that one
That's
picture.
all we need. Quality over quantity. And if you got one, and that's a S plus, because we're using the Japanese rating scale.
Oh, that's right.
S plus, plus ultra.
You heard me? On your bitch ass.
On a
Ultra
punk
plus plus ultra.
On
You
the
heard
punk
that.
bitch.
You
You know
heard
what I'm saying? So Andre, how your 2024 going? You in a relationship now?
Hey.
See how?
Y'all was
See how
just
he
talking
sets
about
me up?
where was the hoes at.
No, we weren't. I was saying, where's Joe's red at? Maybe you heard Joe's is hoes, but I wasn't doing that. He acting like no, I'm just joking. No.
Wow! Wow!
No, dude, my New Year's been good,
See
man.
the pin.
New money's coming in.
Mhm.
Been feeling like on some grown shit, bro. I feel like I take pride in just doing grown shit now, and just like I had my dog move in with me now. First night, last night.
How was it?
He's chilling, bro. He understands me.
He understands me.
Go over there and lay down. Nigga, take his bone and go lay down. So, new money's coming in. You can't complain about that. And things are good, bro.
That's
Saber's
good.
back.
Saber's back. One time for Saber.
Saber's
Bomb
back.
for Saber, man. They back in the building. You know what I'm saying? Media. The media's back.
Depending on how I'm feeling, I might drop what we, feeling for the theme. Sion already knows. I already talked to him. But
Yeah. So you got a theme already executed for?
yeah, I already have
This
an
next
idea.
drop?
Yes. Yep.
Like magazine. This is the last magazine, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Before you
Can
change
I
it.
write in it?
Yeah. Fuck it, I'll just tell y'all right now. All right,
All right, we here.
All right. It's a world exclusive. All right. So the next issue is going to be surrounded by or focused on forgiveness.
Yo.
So I want to do this crazy project where I ask people like when you've like forgiven someone who maybe didn't even deserve it,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and just like juxtapose all their stories
Yeah.
in terms of artists, like when have you gotten screwed over by somebody, in terms of like some family health shit, like shit is all relative. So yeah, forgiveness, Saber 9.
That's nice, dog. I just forgave my ex. That's pretty tight.
This nigga is a savage, bro. This nigga is a savage.
You know,
fucking
forgiveness
savage.
wouldn't have said that.
Exactly.
Forgiveness wouldn't have even brought it up.
We were talking about the
Because
concept.
forgiveness is for you, though. You know?
Perfect.
See, like,
Oh, yeah, I got some for that. I think I'm definitely, like, in a forgiveness space in my life. And I think that is, like, that's taking back power is what forgiveness is. It's like, all right, what your actions don't control me, and I will, I'm no longer going to be hurt by this.
mhm.
It's for me.
You know, I wash my hands of this.
I choose me.
Hey,
Message.
you already know.
I choose
There,
me.
You know what I'm saying? We were there. But hey, we had a nice start to the year as a podcast. We dropped our new intro for our visuals.
Yeah,
And,
tell us what y'all think in the comments.
Yeah, man, we dropped that. Nice little video to introduce a new beginning for our visuals.
Shout out Ryan.
Shout out Ryan Jenga.
Yeah.
Okay, I just,
Question mark?
Yeah.
Jenga? Question mark.
I just want to make sure I say his last name correctly because I don't want to botch it and like.
We'll put it on the screen right
yeah.
now.
Yeah, Jenga.
Yeah.
Yeah, he shot it, man. Shout out to him. We shot that while we were shooting Shay Lyrics production for Yadda Yadda. So we did that in between. That was pretty cool. I'm very happy how it turned out.
Yeah, it was cool.
And Joe Budden saw it.
He did.
He did. The Podfather himself saw the.
I'm
saw
not
the
gonna
video.
lie, I forgot that even happened.
Wait, that you said fuck Joe Budden?
Yes. But
Right.
it's all right.
At least we were on the radar.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's always cool.
It'll be all right.
Yeah. So Joe
Maybe.
Budden knows we exist. We're out there. We're
Now
coming
what?
for you. We're coming for you, Joe.
Hey,
In a friendly manner, of course.
he's gonna grill us in an interview one day.
So fuck
But
me,
I
huh?
don't really got that.
I feel like Joe won't say nothing until you're past him.
Hopefully, we just talk about
'Cause
it.
we have a Joe.
Right.
in person,
Yeah. Type shit.
Yeah.
not publicly. Maybe you could handle the public like.
You don't want to go on the Joe Budden
I
podcast
do not.
and talk to Ice and all them?
I mean,
Freeze?
in the right setting, in the right conditions.
I think you and Queens would be a funny interaction. You and Flip.
Maybe.
I fuck with him, bro.
I love Flip. Flip really changed the dynamic of that pod. He added like a nice character to it.
It would be cool.
Yeah. Just
I
like,
would definitely would want to interview Joe Budden.
you would?
And yeah, just talk to him about like him being like an icon in hip hop and just how he transitioned from being a rapper to being like, just an outlet. It's kind of like how football players become analysts and shit.
Yeah.
It was legit.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
it's just like
pretty
the
tight.
second half of their careers.
And we wouldn't honestly be doing a podcast if it wasn't for like the Joe Budden podcast.
Yeah, like truthfully, when we first started this, I wasn't listening to any podcast. But then, like after a few episodes of doing this, I started listening to the Joe Budden podcast, and then I realized how they're kind of similar.
yeah.
And it wasn't even intentional; it just happened like that.
He was
How
like,
are they similar though?
Just more so, and just like what we talk about topic wise, and just how we discuss things. So I remember the earlier days of Joe Budden when it was Rory, Maul, and Joe, and just the kind of banter they would have
Parks.
amongst each other. Parks, like they had a funny banter amongst each other that made it funny to listen to, and I think we have that kind of chemistry.
Yeah, it definitely feels like lighter being on here. Like, I feel like artists, you know, get to be themselves.
Mhm.
Like, we still hit all the points and shit like that. Like, you do a great job of doing like a professional interview, but it's also just cool to be on here.
Yeah, and just talk.
A lot of ideas just be happening while we be talking on the pod and shit like that too. So
Yeah.
it's like, it's cool.
It's been great, man. I'm excited. It's been a fire start to the year, man. We 2 for 2 so far. We running it up with a Sean's production. We got Joe Budden's attention. Like, goddamn, where can we go from here?
The
Only up.
moon.
Only up.
Only up.
Well, shout out to the man on the moon. But
No.
nah,
He's been losing.
You didn't
Like-
like that? You didn't like that segue?
No.
Why? You don't like Cudi?
He's been moving. He's been moving too weird, bro.
what's weird?
How? Oh, he beefing with Lupe?
Well, all right, hold on. So they were beefing, but they just squashed it.
They just squashed
They
it.
just squashed it.
As of
Wait.
when?
As of yesterday.
What was the beef over?
Poopy fiasco.
Poopy fiasco.
Yeah, so, all right, long story short, Cudi and Lupe were good friends. Lupe would always look out for Cudi whenever you see him and check up on him, see how he's doing. There was a point in time where Cudi was going through a lot, and Lupe was just pretty much there for him to hold him down when his life was falling apart. And then, do you remember that time when Lupe was giving out verses to his fans for $500?
No.
So Lupe was doing this thing on Twitter in like 2014-15 where he was giving out verses to his fans for $500. Customized, personalized, one-of-one verse that they could buy from him. And Kid Cudi out of nowhere goes like, hey, what's that money going to that you're taking from your fans? And Lupe thought it was a joke, so he responded in the joke. But then Cudi responded in a way that let Lupe know that, oh, you're not joking, like you're being serious. But he pretty much said that Lupe was scamming his fans and called him Poopy Fiasco. So ever since then, Lupe was like, all right, well, fuck you then.
That's the best insult you got, Cudi?
Yeah.
God damn. Lupe Fiasco is a lyricist. He
Yeah.
will annihilate Cudi in a rap beef.
So 2 days ago, Lupe went on a whole Twitter rant, just explained the origins of their beef and their problems. And Cudi was also tweeting at the time, and he was like, hey, man, let's talk about this and iron this out because there's no need for us to be fighting like this.
I'm
So-
here for that.
so
I'm here
Ivan
for
Jasper-
healthy conflict.
Resolution.
Yes.
So Ivan Jasper got him on the phone together. They apologized and squashed him.
Who was Ivan Jasper?
He used to be Kanye's barber
Okay.
and is now Cudi's barber.
What the fuck? How do you know this shit, Joe? This is
What?
like this is public knowledge.
Yeah.
Sion said, "Why he matter?"
He's part of that crew, like Don C, Virgil, and
I met
Ivan
Don C.
Jasper. Huh?
I met Don C.
That's right, Complex Con.
Mall of
Right?
America. Mall of America.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Minnesota.
It was during the Super Bowl weekend when they had it up there.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah. That
Dope.
shit was fire.
Don
I'm like,
C.
Don C, right? He's like, yeah. I'm like,
In
"Can we
that
get a
deep ass
photo?"
Chicago.
No.
I'm never posting that photo. I was cheesing too hard and my fit was bummy.
Don C.
Yeah. I was like,
He was stepping on you.
yeah, I was dressed too bummy.
What the hell?
Yeah, and then you've heard Paris, Tokyo, right?
Yes.
Let's take a trip to Paris. Remember, he says I get fly
Let's
as
go to
Ivan
sleep in
Jasper?
Paris and wake up in Tokyo. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
one.
so that's Ivan Jasper.
I like Kick Push more than Tokyo shit. That
You mean the
Paris,
cool?
Texas, or whatever.
So you like the cool better, or you like food and liquor better than the cool?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was
Mm,
all
it's
over the
kinda
place with
tough.
there.
Bro, Lupe was my favorite rapper for a long time, bro.
I think I like the cool
Same.
better.
After
honestly.
Daydreaming, I was like, okay, this
Daydream,
dude is
yeah.
nice. And then I didn't even realize he had the connection with Kanye, because I got into Kanye like later. Like I had like his hits. But
I heard.
I didn't dive into his discography until high school.
That's how I found Lupe was through Kanye because they did Touch the Sky,
Yeah.
and that came out before Kick Push. I think Kick Push came out a year later.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So that's how I got
Really?
on Lupe.
I feel like I don't know. Maybe I feel like I seen Kick Push before that.
Mm-hmm.
I used to watch Rap City and shit.
Same.
So that's where that's my
Same.
first memory of like Lupe is the Kick Push video.
Yeah. Same. Actually, no. Yeah. Touch the Sky was the first time I heard him.
Yo, I think all the blog era rappers are either doing well and adjusting or having midlife crises.
Okay, so all right, that's a good point.
And
So
then like the ones like Tyler, he's like the end of the blog rappers. You know, he's succeeding, he's living.
so all right.
Beginning of like the social media rapper.
Yeah,
All right.
he's doing good.
So with that being said, where does Kid Cudi right now in that spectrum?
I think Cudi hasn't really like evolved that much for me. He's doing cool shit like the Intergalactic series. That's cool. Like I love to see him like expand his like range or whatever. But the music has kind of just been like the same to me. It's been kind of
Ass.
stale.
Ass.
I'm not gonna say
Ass.
ass.
Hold on. Where does ass start and where does it end it for you?
With
Pause.
I mean the crack. That's where it starts and it no. No, okay, so with Kid Cudi, he's had like stop starts where I'm like, I like it, I don't. I like it, I don't. So I didn't like Speeding Bullet. That's obvious. And then the King Wizard project.
Oh, the Indica.
Indica, that was good.
I fuck
And
with that one.
then I like a few songs.
Did you like
off
Satellite
that.
Flight?
Hmm?
Satellite Flight.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like a few songs off
Satellite Flight of the Moon.
of
Man.
that. Belmont Jeans or
Balmain Jeans?
Balmain Jeans,
Balmain Jeans.
yeah. That's a good song.
Yeah.
But-
Raphael Sadiq.
But like listening to it now, it's like I can only listen to this like at night and like
That's the whole purpose.
having sex, like
Balmain Jeans.
like for real, like
That's the vibe you be setting.
no,
You throwing that
that's
Cudi?
the problem. That's the problem. It's too like direct.
I feel like Cudi is for like the rave or the festival.
See, that's
Some
the
a
problem.
little
You
bit.
should
It's
never
like
went that.
it's like it might be the rave, but it could also be like the weird after party
Yeah,
where it's a little dark, like somebody's doing some weird shit in the corner over there.
yeah. And I like I
y'all
like a
doing
few
in the
songs off
corners?
Passion Pain.
Passion Pain Demon Slain was fire.
What? See,
That
that's-
one was
I
gas.
wouldn't say it was fire.
I love that.
I like that album a
It's
lot.
got like 5 good songs.
That's
You
a
like
good
it?
album.
Okay.
I
It's
think
fire
that's
to
a
me.
great album.
It's fire to me.
I think Cudi be having too long an album.
Yeah.
All of them be like 20 songs, and that's like I just
This
can't.
nigga need an
I think
editor.
if he capped out like 15, that'd be a good number for him. Because
Even
I
13
trust him.
Even
with,
13, bro. 15 deluxe.
Yeah. But his albums have always been long.
That's what I'm saying. Kid Cudi is just. How many times can we defend this nigga and be like,
What do you?
how
so,
many
all right,
how
hold
many
on.
years is
See,
he gonna
all right.
live off of Man on the Moon 2, bro?
All right, no, it's not just Man on the Moon 2. It's Man on the Moon 1, Kid Named Cudi, 2,
All right.
and then
This
we
nigga
got
naming
we got
this nigga
Kid
naming
C Ghost.
mixtapes. It's like
Kid
if
C
we did
Ghost.
this with Drake, right? I'm not even a Drake stan like that. But if we did like the comeback season, it's like come on,
That's
bro.
not even the same.
To Kid Named Cudi.
I'm not saying that's the same. That's not even the same.
Bro, all right. We know that you fuck with Cudi because you posted the prayer on your fucking story just this past week.
Yeah.
We know that. But
I
like,
mean, who doesn't fuck with the prayer?
I love that song. But
Yeah, it's great.
but like Kid Named Cudi is comparable to like comeback season or even Nothing Was the Same. Or
Nothing-
So Far Gone. That's the
yeah,
one I
I'll
was
say it's
thinking.
more So Far Gone.
So Far Gone is better.
I mean, I'm not arguing that.
A Kid Named
what would you
Cudi
say?
is a classic.
It's a
It's
classic.
it's a blog era classic.
Yeah.
Classic mixtape. Yeah,
Yeah.
Cleveland is Cleveland
Like,
is
Where's the
reason I'm
Love
dreaming.
and-
That's a gas.
Man on the Moon.
It's a plain Pat project.
Maui
Yeah,
Wowie.
Plain
The-
Pat,
the-
what up?
Plain Pat, what up?
The equivalent is so far gone, I think, because it's the one he put out an album next.
yeah,
right?
like the Man on the Moon 1 after that was the debut album. Yeah.
And then he redid it. He redid it though.
I
Just
mean,
like-
yeah, it was the single. And
Okay,
then,
bro. I just don't. I feel like he just like. It's like toilet paper after you wipe your ass. There's streaks, and more often than not, it's ass streaks than
see, I think
heavenly.
the thing
I
that
think
Cudi
it's
suffers.
been consistently like mid
Yeah, and
for a minute.
no,
Oh,
here's the
God.
thing. I
I
think
liked Passion, Pain, and Demon Slam.
That's his
So-
last decent project.
no, Man on the Moon 3 was a great album.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. Let's not lie. Let's not lie. And no,
Indica
Man on
was
the Moon
his
3
last-
was a great album.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it
No,
was.
it wasn't. No,
Like,
it wasn't.
Are we gonna exclude Kid C Ghost?
That came out last year.
Kissing
that
Ghost
don't
is not
count.
his.
That don't
That's
count.
a nigga editing his album. When we rely on Kid Cudi to make a project, he does not perform past Indica. Like he
Past
hasn't.
Indica?
On God.
Nah. That's crazy. Past Indica, like, so no Passion Pain, no Man on the Moon, no Kids See Ghosts.
I said a full body of work, an album.
I just gave you 2 albums.
Passion Pain, Demons Playing, I got like 5 songs off that. And judging by our rating earlier, where we said we need to have half the album added at least, that's not a good album then. And then with Man on the Moon 3, I only have 1 song. And I always skip it.
I mean, that's your fault. I don't know what you want me to say about that. Like, you skip it, not me. There's a few songs on the album I let it ride every time.
Let's look. What
All
are we
right.
doing?
Because, like, the first 5 are fire.
Okay, Joe.
It's like, what, Another Day, Tequila Shots, She Knows.
That's the only one I have.
Another Day?
What,
no,
Man
Tequila
on
Shots.
Man on the Moon 3?
Yeah.
I didn't listen to that, y'all. I didn't listen to that album.
Hold on, come over here. Come over here. This is Chris Dom.
It's cracking, y'all. So, nah. The thing is, too, though, it's like there's not as many special moments with Cudi. Because, like, me, personally, I'll say this as a preface. I'm not even a big Kid Cudi, like, fan like that. But I recognize, like, where I'm like, he was obviously influential in these areas. These albums had a very large impact. Like, so I still respect him and can give him his flowers in those areas. He got at least 3 classics. And I say A Kid Named Cudi, which I don't even like that mixtape that much. I was saying a classic off of impact, off of like what it did for his career and for a little bit for the culture even. And then A Man on the Moon 1 and 2, he's got those as classics. Those 3 are certified classics. But then I would say he's got 4 at least like solid albums that people like in general, like as good. No, 4. No, not 4. Not 4. No, hold on. Not 4 in total. I'm saying he's got 7 in total, including the 3 classics. But I'm saying 4 other albums other than those.
Recent
His most recent album,
Passion Pain and Demon
That's what I
Slaying
am.
is the
Might
best
be.
one.
You think Passion Pain and
In
Demon Slaying is probably the
recent
best one out of
times,
recent
I'm not
times.
counting Kids See Ghosts.
Kid See Ghost. No, Kid See Ghost is the best one though. If we counted it, if we not
Yeah.
counted it, then it's the other.
But that's like the Kanye effect or whatever.
But it's not
Alright,
just the
hold on,
Kanye
hold
effect
on,
because they both
hold
brought
on.
each other up. They were
Alright, hold
both
on.
in a rut at that point. Let's be real.
Time out.
Oh,
So we're just not gonna count the Kid Cudi album,
And
Kids See
Kids-
Ghosts, because
Kids See-
Kanye's on it as well.
Kids See Ghost is a group.
That's a
technically.
group, yeah. So he
Technically.
does half the work.
Yeah, but he's not. It's not a Kid Cudi project. It's
That's
a
a
Kid
Ye
See Ghost
album.
project. It's
See, this is all. We're all talking semantics now.
No, it's not semantics. If Kid See Ghost is a group, Lauryn Hill is not the Fugees.
But we're including that in her discography when we
No,
talk
we're
about Lauryn
not.
Hill. Or-
No, we're
so
not.
we don't include.
We're including Lauryn Hill albums, not albums that Lauryn Hill is a part
She
of.
only got 1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So don't say albums.
I mean,
It's crazy.
she got
She
the
got the live
unplugged.
album. She got the acoustic.
And
So-
man, don't bring up no acoustic
I'm
shit.
counting
What the
it.
fuck?
Hey, that's gas.
Hell no. Fuck that shit, bro.
All right, but see, hold on. You said let's look
Fuck
at
that shit.
Hold on. So you said let's look at Man on the Moon 3, right? I'm looking at it. There's like 13 songs out of 18 that I fuck with. Like I fuck with the first 10. The best songs.
I
on the-
couldn't tell you shit.
Another Day.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not the one to
We don't
talk
know
about
it.
Kid Cudi because I like Speeded Bullets.
Oh my god.
Hey, but I ain't gonna lie. I also was super depressed
Yeah.
and like,
Speeding Bullet is almost like how I felt with.
or I like songs on it. Let me say
The
that.
Childish Gambino record where it's jazzy.
Oh, when it's like the funk shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
Awaken My Love?
Mama.
Awaken My Love.
Yeah.
Nigga, I heard that shit. I ain't deleted something off my phone so quickly.
Yeah, that is kind of
That is
wild.
crazy.
That's how I felt.
think-
I'm
I think
comparing feeling.
Gam-
I'm not comparing the music.
Gambino does the funk shit well, I think.
Fuck that shit.
But
Fuck that album.
I would
Shit is
say
ass.
Insano is better than the last project.
Intergalactic.
Insano, that's a.
The fuck is Insano?
That's
Nah,
the
I,
new
well, I
Kid Cudi
didn't
album.
listen to Intergalactic.
What's the? Oh, you mean Man on the Moon?
This nigga
Yeah,
dropped
Man
another
on the Moon
album.
3. He
said
that's
what
the
the-
only reason we talk about Cudi.
Yeah. Yeah.
He literally just dropped like a
A new
week
album.
ago.
That's why he had a Zane Lowe interview. I'm like,
Yeah.
Zane Lowe
You
doing
just think Zane Lowe just
Zane Lowe
talking to
doing
Cudi?
charity out here. Like,
Yo, that's crazy. See, like, act like Cudi just don't do shit out here. Like Cudi just been a bum his whole career.
That's not what I'm
so
saying.
crazy.
I think
Zane
I
Lowe
think he
doing
does cool shit.
But see,
Zane
all right,
Lowe doing charity, man.
see, it's just I think Cudi's in such a fascinating position, just like as a cultural standpoint, because it's like you have half the people that are like, "No, Cudi's great at what he did," and like even his prime. I wouldn't say Cudi's in his prime now musically, so my expectations for him aren't as high as they were like say 10 years ago. Nah, he is. He got a song with Yachty and X on the new one.
I think Cudi is. Cudi, we still gonna have to listen to Cudi albums. Cause like kids like Cudi.
Have to?
I mean, like
you don't have to do shit, but I'm saying like
I feel like if
we talking about him now.
we had a few pods ago where we were talking about Travis Scott, right?
Yeah.
And we mentioned that he's almost like we posed a question as if do kids still care about Travis Scott because they have the Ken Carsons or the the Destroy Lonelies? Is that
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't listen to none of that shit. So if Travis Scott is the grandfather, the daddy or whatever of them niggas, right? That lot. What is Kid Cudi to them? Is that
grandpa.
like
He's like if
like a
Travis
great
Scott's
uncle
the
or
dad,
something?
No, he the granddad.
yeah, Cudi's
Travis
the
Scott is
granddad.
the father.
Okay.
You know, if we doing
So
it,
do
if we
niggas
doing
care
it this
about the
way.
grandfather? That's
Not
my
usually.
question.
Yes,
I mean,
I don't think
depends-
they do,
It
bro.
just depends on who they
I
are.
think they do.
You do?
Yeah,
If they're interested
Do you
in the
think-
family
like
tree,
Gen
Do you think
Z
they
listens
look
to
at
Kid
that shit
Cudi,
like that?
and Gen Z probably watched Intergalactic too.
I don't know.
He's not a.
yeah. I mean, it's not even like the new album's depressing. Like the new album's like intentionally not depressing.
Y'all say he be mining for emotions?
No,
No,
no.
not at all. It's-
What I'm not gonna do is like try and use emotions as like a negative thing. Cause if y'all seen his TED Talk, it was really good. And He
Yeah.
talks about mental health. So I think
saw that.
I really enjoy what Cudi stand for. So I think a lot of depressed kids would gravitate towards it, but in a healthy way. He not on the. It's not speeding bullets.
No.
It's not that I want to die shit. So that's better. Yeah,
and that's,
or
that's
like
arguably more like heavily more depressing than what Cudi ever did. Juice WRLD, yeah.
Cudi stands for something. He got a daughter, so I think he is being mindful of like what his image is.
Especially now compared to like 10 years ago when he really was just like wilding out and just like heavily in that rock star shit. When he was just like, drunk and belligerent out in LA.
That nigga, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, the new album. The new album.
Yeah, I mean,
Is the new album good? I didn't know we had to do homework. I would have. I didn't know
mean,
he dropped an album.
I ain't gonna
so
lie,
I
I
would have
didn't.
done it.
It's cool.
It's cool. Like, I mean,
It's better than the last one,
This nigga Dom said.
but that's not.
Joe
like,
made
act
him
like I'm
listen
holding
to
him
it.
hostage listening to Kid Cudi, dog. Like, no.
Y'all made it seem like that. Look,
Nah.
we're always gonna have to listen to a Kid
Like,
Cudi
listen.
project. Like, no,
I just listen, dog. I play whatever bag I'm in, and if y'all around when I'm in it, that's just what we in.
stand on it,
mad.
Joe. Stand on that shit, Joe.
Standing on that one. There's a little feistiness in here. All right. Anyway,
dude. So
Joe be making
it,
his chest big when that tequila hit.
it's the mimosa.
it's the mimosa.
It's the man mosa.
Man Mosa.
Mimosa. Wow.
I don't know. I think there's kind of a trend of like when rappers start to expand, or like being a rapper not that cool no more. Honestly,
It's got oversaturated.
so like people want to make films, so people are trying to get into film somehow. So I think people just losing that spark with
hmm
rap.
I think it's just the casual outsider that's just like losing the spark. Those that love rap still make it look cool to me.
I
Because
mean,
there's passion behind it, so they actually care about what they put out into the world, how they present their music, and how they make it look, as opposed like I'm just trying to make money, get a bag real quick. So here's some
attention
shit.
spans are shorter, so it is like I don't know, maybe people just not making music that people can digest right now.
hmm Actually, so that's a good segue to this next topic. So Joey Badass dropped a new song this week called "Passports and Suitcases." Now he dropped a snippet a couple of days before he released it, and when it made it to Twitter, a lot of people had mixed feelings about it. So some people were saying the song was not good, and then the other people were saying you just don't want him to change his sound. You want him to be the 1999 16, 17-year-old kid still that makes boom bap songs. And I don't think it had to be that way. I don't think people were complaining about Joey Badass changing his sound because I don't mind it. He's done it before. I just don't think the song lived up to like what he can do potentially. Like I think he can do that melodic R&B bag to a good, a high quality level. That just wasn't it. But at the same time, like when I started thinking about that and I started looking at his discography as a whole, it just kind of felt slightly underwhelming to me as a listener because I like all his albums. I like Before the Money, I like All American Badass, and I like 2000. But it just seems like the mark was just slightly missed in his potential as a musician. Now, he has success commercially that he definitely deserves. All his success in acting, he deserves all of that. So I'm not trying to sound like a hater, like I don't like his music. I do like it. But when I look at it from what was expected to what he actually has done up to this point, it just feels like the mark was slightly off.
I don't listen to Joey Badass, so
Never?
that shit is ass to me, bro.
What?
I'm sorry.
Ass?
That's why I hit the group chat and I said, I'm just gonna wait.
So you
'cause-
never had like any Joey Badass phase at any point?
Not even
No,
1999.
I like so during that-
9-5 to infinity
Infinity.
times.
Nah. Y'all know Phony People?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Phony People were rocking at the same time that what's the other Pro Era?
Yeah.
And I just gravitated to Phony People more, and that was like what I was fucking with out of New York at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I never got that whole 99 or 1999. And when that shit was going down, I would listen to it and I'd be like, this sounds nothing like what I'm listening to, like, but not in a good way. It was like, I'm okay. I'm cool. I like Before the Money.
Before the Money? Yeah, that was a great one. But see, Art, this was another beef of mine with the whole song and the discourse around it.
Yeah.
So Joey Badass chimed in. He was like, I'm good to see y'all still talk about my music. I'm just going to make whatever I want, though, regardless. And when he put out All American Badass, he had to really go against his fan base because they didn't like that sound because it wasn't what they wanted. But he had to let them know, like, I'm not just a boom bap rapper. And I'm
That's
not.
which one I meant. I meant the All American Badass.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he,
Where he's at the car?
yeah.
Yeah.
And
That
he
one.
was letting them know, like, I want to do more as an artist besides boom bap. That's not just who I am. And I was like, I get it because I like that album a lot. So I fucked with it. And then he took a 5-year hiatus. And when he comes back, he drops another boom bap album. And so it's like you want to be more, but you don't really offer us a whole lot to judge from. So when you do step outside the box, it's kind of a hard turn, for one. And two, it's never like that great of a shift. Like you were telling me, you didn't really like the Show Me song from 2000. The one that has Girl, I Like Boys, or Show Me How.
What?
Yeah.
What did you say?
He's saying it was sampled by Men I Trust.
Men I
That's
Trust, yeah.
what he was trying to say.
Yeah. I Like Boys. I didn't know what the fucking band was
Yeah.
called. I don't listen to the band.
But I like, yes. So, yeah, I prefer the original, but it's like, I think we just had expectations for, Joey Badass type shit.
What are the expectations?
Because at the time,
it's the same as like his fan base. Like you just expect him to keep being like the conscious boom bap hip hop rapper, but I think we do that often with artists. Is like we narrow them to our perspective or what we're used to. So it's like but it's the same with him acting. Like I think he's doing great as an actor, and I think this is a great pivot for his career too, to focus on more melodic shit. And like his fan base is probably gonna be largely women type shit. So it's like he can still make that music, especially because he probably spent 5 years in that space where he was just with his woman and his child type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, art should reflect life. And I think, the 2000s album came out too late.
Yeah.
Or like, but I don't know. It's still a good project. He got a Larry June feature on there, and it's like
it's a solid album, but it's just not. Yeah. That's a crazy one. Hey, dog, we can't hear you. My bad. No, like literally, because we don't have a mic. Yeah. So like, it would just be quiet on the audio. My bad. But like, cause on the audio it would just be us like silence out of nowhere.
It's facts.
And,
No,
like,
what was you
yeah.
about to ask, Doms?
Hold on.
Chris Doms, everybody.
No, I think what you said makes sense. Like the fans also like put up a thing around him because he was kind of painted like gonna be the New York Kendrick or something.
The savior.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he was kind of painted like, oh, this is gonna be the guy on the East Coast that's almost kind of doing what Kendrick's doing. Is like he's gonna bring this sound back and be this popular thing, like where he's being conscious.
He's the new
and all
Nas.
this. Yeah, exactly. That's how he's painted. So, what you're saying makes sense too. I think that had to do a lot with like how his career ended up playing out, just the way fans already viewed him at the beginning.
Definitely. Me and River was talking about it in the car too. He did also lose his friend in the middle of his like rap career. So like, let's not forget what these are real people. So you got to take that in consideration. Like it might be hard to continue to rap the same after that. So I feel that.
Yeah. And he hasn't had a bad career by any means. Like he's had great success that I'm happy for. Like I don't feel no way about it. I didn't hate Devastated when it came out. I thought it was a cool song.
Yeah.
I like that song.
Yeah, so like I like his success. I feel like I was just expecting more because when I look at that whole Beast Coast movement, ASAP movement that was happening in New York during that time, it kind of just all fell flat in a grand scheme, bigger picture looking way of New York.
It's tapering kind of off. Like
Joey?
who knows?
Does Joey Badass live in New York? Question mark.
I'm pretty
Answer
sure
in
he
the
do.
comments. But
Let us know in the comments.
I don't know. That shit is I don't have no expectations for rappers no more, honestly.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, what is potential in terms of rap? Like, what are the upper echelons? If we were to rewind this back to 2011,
Mhm.
right? What would you guess that Joey Badass went down this career line?
in 2011,
I guess it'd be kind of expected in 2011 because if you look at his discography as a whole, he's put out 4 boom bap albums.
something like
2099, 1999 is Summer Nights a boom bap album.
that. Yeah.
Okay, so that's 4 boom bap albums. So that's pretty on par, I think, with what people expected from in 2011. I just think the quality, I was expecting the quality to be a little bit higher. And maybe a little bit more musical output, but that's really, you can't really force an artist to put out music
Yeah.
until they're ready. So it's just, I guess I
Keep
just wanted
acting,
more.
Joey Badass.
Yeah.
Keep making music that you like. Nah, that's not.
Keep acting, Joey Badass.
We don't want to hear that
I'm
music shit
saying,
no more.
Yeah, don't feel boxed by the expectation of the fans. And obviously, from his response to Twitter, he not. So it's like,
Yeah.
I respect that. And yeah, at the end of the day, all it is opinion.
Yeah.
And
Like
preference.
I said, I
But-
like Joey Badass's music. I don't hate it. It just
I
feels
feel
like it's a little
I
bit
kind of feel
underwhelming.
the same way with like Rocky. I be feeling like the build up for his album is about to be like crazy, and then some of the albums just be kind of they be good, but it's not like great. It's not to the grandeur of like the Rollout.
Yeah.
But that's also him expanding like his space. I think he better on the creative side.
Do y'all think that Jay-Z has anything to do with this?
With-
As to not embracing New York artists?
He
Arguably,
tried to sign Joey Badass.
He did, yeah. He tried to
That-
sign the Rock Nation.
His career could have been different if he signed Rock Nation, but that's like a lot of what ifs. Like I don't know how that affects anything or changes anything really. That's too much.
What about with Rocky?
Speculation?
I don't think it would make sense for Rocky to link up with Jay-Z on
No,
like, a
I-
musical standpoint.
Just
Rocky.
embracing.
Of just embracing. I don't think Rocky ever needed that whole embrace because that's not Rocky's lane, so to say. I think it probably meant more from a musical standpoint for Rocky to be embraced by like guys like Juicy J and Bun B, because those are more his influences, inspirations musically.
The fashion industry embraced him, so that was
Yeah.
like,
That's the only embrace that he really needed.
yeah, I think that was enough for him.
Whereas like
honestly.
it'd be different if like Joey, like when Jay-Z embraced Joey Badass, like that meant a lot.
And when you got like a Yams in your corner, someone that's kind of just connected to everybody and knows how to maneuver, it's like you don't really need nobody. Like I wouldn't sign the whole. We got Yams on our team. Like he gonna get us where we need to go. So it's like that's another loss that could tremendously affect somebody. So that's
Depending on how it plays out.
yeah.
Yeah. But all in all,
I try and take these things in consideration when I judge these people's music.
yeah. And like I said, we don't hate Joey Badass music. We like it. I just felt like it was a little underwhelming because when I listen to his whole body of music, I just feel like I need a little bit more pause musically.
That was an odd time for a pause.
You could have paused when you said you like men. What earlier?
Yo, Men I Trust.
Oh.
The band with the lead woman vocalist.
Men that he likes. Pardon me.
Right. I didn't, man, listen, I was in that range somewhere. I like boys. Like, yo, so what the hell happened here? Like, if you took that clip out of context, it's fucking crazy.
This nigga said he likes boys.
No, the group is called Men I Trust.
Okay. All right.
Anyway, how about some Drake talk?
Drake talk?
Yeah.
You seen the
about-
shit with
what about
Yazin Bey?
So-
He was saying Drake is not hip hop. He said it's the kind of music that you would hear while you're shopping
At a Target.
in Houston.
That nigga's got a skewed perspective of what hip hop is.
Okay, so if you just take that part, I get what like why people are up in arms about what he said, but I also understand what Yasin is saying as well. Yasin, yes. Sorry about
Yasin
that.
Bey.
Yes, Mos Def, aka Mos Def.
Anyway, so
So-
I feel like he looks at hip hop as rebellion music, as this is gonna sound crazy, not tribal, but like as a tool to express oneself and like to break barriers, to connect people, stuff like that.
Yeah.
To
And
Rage
Drake's
Against the
music
Machine.
is not that. Drake's music is not rebellion.
Drake's
It's
music is the
to-
machine.
It's the current. It's like pop music. It's pop music.
Yeah.
So
And so
we're not gonna act like hip hop isn't pop music though.
it's not. Like, no, my bad. It is. And
Yeah.
it's been that way since 2018 when it became the #1 genre. Like
Yeah.
once hip hop became the #1 genre in the world, like it became pop music.
Yeah.
Because pop music is popular music. And Drake has been a pop artist since Views. Because that's when he really tuned up the commercial
I mean, he's
success.
been a pop artist since he was popping.
Yeah.
Like,
I just think like,
because the 2000s, this is like peak Wayne era, peak Young Money era. So hip hop is like pop music. So that's not his fault. Drake was definitely still barring out, and he
Yeah.
was closer to his like hip hop roots at that time. But yeah, Drake is a pop artist now. So Yazin Bey's kind of just throwing shade a little bit towards Drake.
I think more so his beef with Drake and how he views his music just comes from just how it's all just like consumer driven of terms of like he said, like what else do you offer your fans besides them getting away with the pom poms for you?
Anita McSween.
Like what message like are you giving your fans that they can not only like buy into and latch onto and like apply to their own selves, but like what I'm saying, like what are you offering them besides like how great you are as an artist and all these nice things you have? And like you said, Mos Def comes from a time where
He's
he
a
was on the
purist.
underground label. He was a purist. He was one of those like we're raging against the machine kind of artists. Like we're bringing down the system. So in his eyes, Drake is the system, and that's why he says it feels like I'm shopping in Target when I hear Drake's music, because I'm just getting brands and products thrown at me via Drake, as opposed to a message or that's my phone.
I can relate to that in a sense of like wait, what?
Why you do this? He was like, yeah, why you do this to me? Like,
Oh yeah, like why'd
he
you ask
knew
me this?
like
you know what you're
his
doing.
opinion was going to be controversial. Just
Yeah.
because it's just what's in. It's a popular sound.
Yeah, and it's like you
Yeah,
guys hear
Drake
Drake everywhere
creates.
you go. Like that's how big Drake is. Like no matter how quality of a song Drake puts out, it's still gonna get played on the radio the next day.
I think the rebellion is like if changing the sound. I think that's why people love Ye so much is that he don't go with the current. He just try something completely different. Or even Travis Scott is someone who's like, I'm gonna just completely try and flip this
Or-
and make something.
Cardi.
Yeah, Cardi. They be sending that shit, but Cardi is kind of like popular music too now.
Yeah, like his cult movement is so big that
Yeet.
it's pretty much pop music by how strong and demand it is.
I don't think Cardi's there yet. I think he's like the asterisk to hip hop for hip hop. I don't think that I see like a mother putting on a Drake song before a Cardi song,
Oh yeah, definitely.
or a grandmother knowing who Drake is before Cardi.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Even the look of them.
But you gotta understand, like Cardi's only been like quote unquote mainstream. His because
I don't think he's mainstream though, Joe.
What was it? Whole Lot of Red was #1 in on Christmas Day of 2020.
But I don't think that's mainstream though.
A #1 album isn't mainstream.
I think Drake is mainstream, bro.
Yeah, Drake is mainstream.
That's a #1 at a drop though too.
I mean, a
You know what I'm
#1
saying?
album-
You got to talk about what else dropped at that time too though.
I mean, it's pretty risky to drop on Christmas Day or like in December.
Yeah, and
don't
if you
think Cardi's
and if you
made shit,
drop when
bro.
nobody else is dropping, you have a higher chance of having a number one album, especially with a fan base like
Just
that.
cap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's the decline of artists like Cudi or like Joey Badass remind you of your own mortality and your aging.
Nah, I
Because
never.
because like their debuts and their big hits are like going on 10 years.
That is kind of wild.
Decades.
Yeah. What was it? I sent you a list. I showed you that list of all the albums that were turning 10 this year, right?
It's a lot.
Like days before Rodeo turns 10 this year.
Yeah.
That didn't make me feel good. That wasn't fun looking at. Cause I remember like that day of it, they came out.
Is that why you defend them so hard?
Defend them
Yeah, like Cudi.
just cause I was there. I mean, it has a play because like if you were there to understand the cultural impact a Man on the Moon 1 had on just the music landscape, you know how big of a deal it was. Like why it was so impactful, or why it's great to you.
Sound like an old nigga.
You better hope you make it this old, dog. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Got 5.
You better hope you make it.
Well, I got 4 now.
Aha, you getting old. See,
I got-
you
yeah.
already there now. Once you hit over 25, you practically 30 at that
4
point.
kids.
Dude, my age sounding serious nowadays.
Yeah, they mean business.
I think
My back,
I think
it don't be working like it be
AARP
working.
about to hit you up soon.
Music-
Yeah, no cap.
music is always gonna evolve and change faster than we'll be able to like change our perspective or adapt our perspective to it. So like most people listen to the same albums or same music and their ears don't ever change or grow with music. So
Mhm.
like
Do you
Yeah.
think that comes from, like, just being consumers or not wanting to consume more? Because I feel like somebody who makes music is constantly hearing new sounds, so they'd be more likely to be open to new sounds.
I think that's part of it, yeah. Like being a consumer, you have like limited understanding, or you only know what you were told
Literally.
or what you choose to consume. But because we have more access, and I think a lot of people in our generation are able to, find new shit or kind of grow with music. Like we've been able to have more insight on, shit that we got going on because of the internet. Whereas like in the 90s, you just only heard that shit, and then you heard the backstories of shit later. Like the whole shit with damn, what's that? Pete, the Method Man and Mary J. Blige.
All
shit.
I need.
Yeah, like how Diddy kind of finessed that A&R bag off of old girl. I can't remember her name, but I seen it in the Women in Hip Hop documentary that was on Netflix.
Mhm.
But shit like that kind of changes that, the energy of that song or
Yeah.
like that.
Like you put the Biggie sample over it now.
Yeah,
Soften
you
it
know
up
what
a
I'm
little
saying?
bit,
It's-
like-
You talking about the One More Chance record?
No, the All I Need.
Okay.
You're all I need to get by. But
Oh,
it
yeah,
was,
yeah,
it
yeah.
was A&R by a woman, but Diddy took like the credit.
Because Diddy
for
did the
it.
remix. And that's what won a Grammy.
Yeah, and it was like but none of it wouldn't have happened if she didn't have that idea of like, hey, we should do this or whatever.
Mhm.
So, that kind
Type
of
shit.
Mm.
What's the next topic, Joe?
I digress.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. What else is the next topic? What else we got to talk about? How do y'all feel about the Ari Lennox situation?
What
She
happened
was
with
so
Ari
Ari
Lennox?
Lennox was on tour with Rod Wave. She opened up for Rod Wave, and she pretty much said that opening up for Rod Wave and dealing with that audience night in and night out was just pretty much like torment for her because they just didn't treat her nicely.
Yeah, that's weird. How did that even happen?
I don't know. Like when I saw that lineup, or I saw she was opening for Rod Wave, it confused me as well because that just didn't seem like her
hey,
audience.
Ari, that's your management. Talk to them. Like,
Yeah.
why they do?
Now-
Why was that even a thing?
I will say because Rico Nasty had the same problem when she was on tour with Playboy Cardi,
Yeah.
and that like it.
But I feel like
it
those
makes-
kind of blend.
It makes more sense for her and Cardi. I think that crowd, Cardi's audience
Ari
is just
Lennox
weird.
and Rod Wave don't make sense.
It doesn't because that's not even the same vibe nor the same crowd. But I think if I was a consumer, I'd be happy to see Ari Lennox while I'm going to see Rod Wave. Like that's a cool 1-2 punch as a consumer. But I guess the crowds didn't fuck with her a lot, so they just pretty much jeered her and booed her and just didn't mean shit to her while she was on tour.
Rod Wave, the fans, I can only assume in my head, typical Rod Wave fan, like you just pluck one out of the crowd, is like the thuggish nigga who don't want to act thuggish, but he can cry a little bit to Rod Wave.
That's a good way to look at it.
That's how I look at typically all them niggas. Like niggas who are too scared of therapy that will rather roll up a wood and listen to Rod Wave.
Yo, that's super sad.
Hot box of
That sounded super sad.
hot box of wood.
Damn.
real
Ooh,
quick.
hot box of wood. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
In the bathroom.
In the
Yeah, in the
smallest
bath. He
room
still
they got
live
in the
with his
house.
mama.
Yeah.
No,
That's crazy. Hey,
savage.
y'all,
Yeah, that's
let's
savage.
relax.
Yeah, I'm
you
sorry.
both start getting personal.
Sorry, Rod Wave
It's like I'm
fans.
describing a nigga. Like,
Right?
Yeah.
Somebody very specific. Like, all right, dog. Like, let's not cause any beef on the pod.
Fuck you, Malcolm. No.
Yeah.
But
See? Now, I will say, like, I don't think it's okay for audiences just to be mean to artists just because. Now,
Even a
I
no-name
do
opener?
believe that sometimes we do need to boo some motherfuckers so they can get their shit together. Because I think
Not Ari Lennox. Though.
not Ari Lennox though. No.
I think that's just bad placement. That's not.
Yeah.
That's like.
and
That's to be expected. I think it was a miscommunication.
They were reading
Y'all
the
both
numbers
singers, and they was
Yeah.
just like, "Fuck it, put them on the bill."
Yeah.
Rod Wave sing too.
and Rod Wave was doing stadium or arenas. Like they were doing big T-Mobile Center size motherfucking places. So they weren't doing like theaters and nothing. They were doing numbers. So it was a nice look for her. If she
How many
did-
niggas was on that ticket?
I only knew of her.
I remember he came to KC with Moneybag Yo and all them other niggas.
Yeah.
That was a part
that
of
make
that
more
tour.
sense.
That was on that tour too?
Yeah. Because
Okay.
Ari was here with them.
Okay, so that might have been the
It
same
was like
tour.
Ari and then just hella like 5 other niggas.
Yes. Yeah, bro, she was set up for failure.
Literally, bro.
She was really set up for failure on that one. But I
If
think
anything, it should be like, what was that one dude? The Box.
Roddy Rich.
Yeah.
Damn.
Actually, it's funny though, because
It
listening
should
to
have been
her,
The Box, man.
listening to her talk about her experience on tour, it kind of reminds me of a conversation I had with Ty Faison from Black Star Kids about their experience opening up for 1975, because he got to perform at Madison Square Garden on that tour.
Mhm.
So I was like, "Yo, dog, how was performing at MSG?" And he said, honestly, like it wasn't that cool because the crowd wasn't into it.
Mm.
So there's some when you're opening up, obviously everybody's there to see the headliner. So
Yeah.
as an opener, you may get good crowd interaction. You may get nothing from them. And if you get nothing from them, that 30 minutes is going to feel like a long set. But that's just also part of the job. Like if you're opening up for somebody, you got to understand like they're not here to see you. Now how they react should have a little more decorum. Now if you're on stage just shitting the bed, yeah, they should boo you. But if you're up there doing your thing like Ari Lennox does her thing, I don't think you should just like completely boo her off stage because it's not what you want to hear.
What about local acts? Is it okay to ever boo a local act off stage?
If they're trash, yes. But like I haven't now. Granted, I haven't seen too many of our local artists open up outside of Ashawn for Schoolboy Q, and that was great.
I'm not
Look,
talking about
hold up, hold up.
openers.
So
I'm
I
talking about just
personally,
performing.
I don't think it's okay to boo. Oh, booing is like going out the way to be like you
Disrespectful.
ass. Yeah. Cause like you could just be quiet. Or like if I don't really like your music or I don't want to hear, I'm gonna go just sit down. Like I'm not you know I'm not for real. That's not to say every time that I'm sitting down that I don't like your music or something like that. But it's like you gotta understand you can't control people and like you can only control your performance.
What if a
Facts.
nigga?
So go show out. Like,
what if a nigga forget his lyrics?
Ooh.
Is it
That's-
okay to what do you? How do you respond to
I mean,
that? Are you just quiet?
I encourage my friends because I got friends that's like rappers. You know?
Yeah.
So, but
He's connected.
at the end of the day, though, like that's like you can't be doing that. Like you here for one thing is to
All right.
perform
So-
your song, and you shouldn't forget your
You
song.
want to speak on this a little bit, Doms? So
Bring him into the camera.
Doms is an artist. Chris Doms, my roommate, but also an artist. You know what I'm saying? Guest on the pod. We've done a few productions with him. You know what I'm saying? So Doms, as a performer, have you ever forgotten your lyrics to your songs?
Yes, absolutely. And this is how I feel about it. I feel like you are not owed a boo. If you I haven't been booed if I've ever forgotten my lyrics. But here's the thing too. One, if you're a artist who's been doing this for a while, you know what I'm saying, like you know how to kind of roll out of that. Hopefully, if you don't know, then you know what I'm saying, work on that shit because you know you're human. You might forget something every once in a while, but like Alex said, you shouldn't be doing that shit on a regular basis. But if you do, you know what I'm saying, the crowd don't owe you shit at all. Like they can boo you, and that's owed because if they paid for a ticket to get in this motherfucker, you owe them a show. So they can whatever they give you in return that's on them and on you, and you got to take that with a grain of salt. But also, it's dope if a crowd does, you know what I'm saying, fuck with you, and they like kind of support you, and they're like, you know what I'm saying, because I've been at crowds where I was testing songs out, where I didn't have all the lyrics memorized. I knew that, but it was like an open mic or something. But people would just, you know, they'll rally behind you. They'll be like, hey, and you know, you get into it. But honest to God, crowds don't owe you shit. So come prepared. You should come like you love this shit. If you love this music, come and show everybody that you love it. Like, you put time into it. That's all. But
When I come, I always show that I love this shit. So
Pause.
no, for real.
I know. That's
Hey,
why we had to pause.
drop a bomb from Andre.
Yeah.
He show up.
You know, he show up.
Yeah, we love that shit.
When I'm coming, I love it.
All right. Well, I guess we should.
What we on? What we doing?
Before we get a little too freaky man in here, I think we need to wrap this up.
We rapping?
Wow. Wow.
No pun intended. But hey, if you out there being promiscuous and sexy and shit like that, wrap it up. Rap you with me.
Gotta have a.
And y'all know y'all not fit to have kids right now. So
Let's be real.
Come on.
Most of y'all shouldn't have kids.
Save us.
But that's really another discussion for another pod. On someone else's pod, not this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything you want to say to your girl, Andre, before we log off?
She knows what's up.
Cool. I'll make a clip of that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's
All right,
go.
y'all. Well, that's the first pod of 2024, the Yadda Yadda podcast.
Yeah.
We talked about a lot.
We did. It was a good pod.
It was.
We did. We got some shit off.
Another one in the tuck, fellas.
Another one in the tuck. More to come. It's going to be a great year, fellas.
Hell yeah.
To the top. Pause.
You don't gotta pause.
Well, now he did explosion, so that's a pause. I'm Joe Cornejo.
And I'm Alex.
Andre Noso.
We're the Yadda Yadda podcast. Until next time, we out, motherfuckers.
Love.